I got into the cannabis space when I was a kid. I've been uh, smoking and using for, I don't know, almost over 25 years now. I got arrested when I was 13 for selling weed, like literally 3 blocks away from here. And this is where my journey in the cannabis space and also incarceration space got involved. I was in and out of the system for 17 years. And it was hard to get out of it, but I came home, started my own business, and now I'm fortunate enough to be a card holder and ready to sell cannabis again.
Life, I've seen uncles, relatives, everybody sell cannabis and never be given a proper opportunity to make the money they deserve.
Social equity is so important to me because it gives people opportunities to come up into this industry where they might not have had the opportunity before. For a long time, this industry has been dominated by corporate or individuals that may have better financial opportunities. And I think that it's kind of scared away people that otherwise would want to get into the industry but don't know how or don't think that they have the resources.
Um, People like myself who grew up in New York City public housing, who grew up in communities that were disproportionately impacted during the cannabis prohibition, we weren't at the forefront. We were not in ownership. We weren't in leadership. And that to me was an impetus to really uh, do something where we were going to be a market disruptor and bring about a positive change.
Because I've been working in this industry for 6 years, and being someone that is Native American, a woman, involved in the cannabis, I have seen where we've been very underrepresented as minorities in general. And so allowing for more of these educational programs, certifications, mentorships, internships, those are opening it up for anybody to be able to get involved in the cannabis industry.
Because it's important to be visible and have representation within the industry for me.
I think a big reason why workers unionizing in the cannabis industry is mainly importantly is that companies will work you to death and not care about you at all. So unions protect you from being overworked, underpaid, and keep you protected. A great part about the union in my workplace is that it allows us to give creative feedback to our employers without fearing repercussions. It allows me to speak to my boss and feel open-minded, and they're going to hear me without being targeted afterwards.
Foremost, right? This cannabis industry is an industry where all too often workers' rights are forgotten. You know, things where you see in other industries, whether it's national coffee chains or national distribution chains, where literally workers are struggling to try to organize and find better opportunities for themselves and their families. The LPA was super important for that, and we have no issue with that. On the contrary, we want to be unionized. And so to us, it was really a no-brainer to be able to sign an LPA and start that process and get on the journey towards a collective bargaining agreement.
Joining a union is extremely important, especially for people that have been formerly incarcerated. Most of the time that if you're fortunate enough to even receive an opportunity for employment, usually it's a back of the kitchen job or a low level job in some type of industry, and it's sad, and so this is a real pathway for them to like reach at least middle class and maybe even surpass that, and to really build a union that really cares and brings everybody together and has an actual real social equity program, for everybody that's wanting to work in that space.
The union plays a big role in social equity because it allows people in lower incomes to have a guaranteed job, allowing them to get the experience they need to be a owner, producer, or cultivator in the cannabis industry eventually.